If you say you haven't been jealous of someone, you're lying. That's it. What do you think of when you think of jealousy?
Well, I immediately think the green-eyed monster.
Well, I think jealousy has negative connotations.
It's okay to be jealous. It's natural.
I think we can all point to certain moments where we've looked at someone else and wanted what they had in a way.
Maybe common thing in what jealousy means to me is when you see somebody living a life or living in the way that one strives for.
Welcome to Jealous Podcast, presented by Binge.
Oh yeah, don't you know it? Let's
okay
go up
down
there,
there,
eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my neck of the woods there, yeah. North Dakota.
Yeah, just morning sickness. Oh my goodness. Well, we're back.
This might go off the rails.
Yeah, this may go off the rails. It's probably going to go off the rails. Welcome back, everybody, to Jealous Podcast. We have not done this in like a month and a half. So we have had Thanksgiving. We've had Christmas. We've had my 5-pound weight gain. It's fine. We don't need to talk about it. The new year. What else happened? Britney Spears. She's out of her conservatorship.
Oh yeah, that whole thing. That seems like it was 2 years ago now.
I know. Betty White died.
Oh, did you see People Magazine had like the article ready to go for like how to celebrate your 100th birthday with Betty White?
I'm not kidding. So we made the poor decision to go to the grocery store on December 31st, the day before a snowstorm in Iowa. And I was in the checkout and it was Hy-Vee and it was slow. And I look over and I'm like, oh, Betty White's turning 100. It was just right there. And I'm like, isn't that nice? Yeah. And I just thought about it all day. And then, Jeff looked at me. My husband looked at me. He's like, Betty White died. I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. No way. Why did she wait till that moment?
You jinxed it because you looked at it and was like, oh, Betty White.
And I didn't even say anything. I just thought it.
It's maybe the People's Magazine curse.
It is. People Magazine, they're not on my shit list. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I think they need help with their social. But you could call us People Magazine. We can help you with that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, a ton has happened. I started dry January.
I have a friend who texted me that and I'm like, yeah, no. That's not a possibility. It's too cold in Iowa to do a dry January.
I know. Well,
he lives in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, there's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Yeah. So. And I mean, I guess the biggest thing that probably happened is we got a new hire and his name is Jon.
Yeah, that was big.
That was big.
This is weird. It's strange.
Because you were at your last position for like 7 years?
Yeah, I was at that position 7 years as a sports director at WOI and covered two bowl games, literally like the entire last week of December.
Yeah. And
then started here like the next day I got back after a giant travel fiasco that we don't need to talk about.
Because you still are tired from that travel fiasco.
Yeah, that and then, Rodney and Aaron were nice enough to send me on a nice 5:30 a.m. shoot down in Pella.
It was their idea. So if they tell you that it was anyone else's idea, it was definitely Rodney right there. He's holding the camera.
You got to test the new guy, see if he's willing to do all this stuff.
And you went down to my old stomping grounds, to Vermeer and to Kevin.
Yeah. I know I made you jealous yesterday.
You did.
We brought you back Dutch letters. So.
Yeah, I had one for breakfast. It hit the spot. It really hit the spot. Okay, well, before we dive too far into who you are and what your dreams are and what you're going to kick ass doing here, who are you jealous of this week? Okay, there's been a lot of news. It's been a busy news week. Who are you feeling jealous of in the news this week?
Well, the person that won $680 million in a Powerball check.
Someone won?
2 people won. Wisconsin and California.
No way.
Yeah, so I'm jealous of those people.
I don't think California should be able to.
No, they need to secede so they can't be part of the Powerball jackpot.
If they shut off all the wind turbines that are on the coast, then they would just float away. Do you know?
Yeah, it makes sense. They're holding them there.
It is.
Otherwise, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. I'm not a Packers fan by any means, but the guy is he's just got this homely look about him right now, and it totally pulls it off, and he just owns it.
He's leaning into the whole look just with everything he does, everything he says. So
and then he's married to Shailene Woodley, who's 20 years younger than him or something
probably. Like that. Oh man, she was in that Big Little Lies show that I really liked on HBO.
Oh, is that one? I never watched it.
Oh my gosh, That's why you're jealous of him?
I'm mostly jealous because he pulls off that homely look, and the Packers
Like,
are locked in.
Homely. We were
Like,
just doing our
I
accents,
mean-
our Minnesota mom.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
oh, isn't he homely?
He's homely,
He's
yeah.
pretty homely, but
Yeah.
he's sweet.
He is, and I mean, frankly, he's just kind of like his give a damn's broken right now.
It is.
And I appreciate that about him a little bit. I'm jealous of that.
Okay, I like that. Well, I'm in the same realm but different, and I'm jealous of Antonio Brown because that man, talk about your give a shit's broken. His is broken, and it got on a bus and went to Philly.
Did he
Like,
find a bus?
is that not? What is he thinking? What was he thinking? Was he?
There's like 8 million angles to this that we could all dive into. There's
Oh
the
my
rumor
gosh.
that he was mad because he wasn't getting playing time to hit his bonus. He needed like 5 more catches.
Okay.
Then there's the rumor that he was injured or is injured and didn't
Oh.
want to play, and they were going to force him to play. So he's like, "F this! I'm going to strip down and walk out of here and go join Will Ferrell shrieking." Or
oh my God.
there's one more I can't remember, but yeah,
Oh man,
yeah,
It
weird
was
stuff.
very weird.
Weird stuff.
I saw a meme because we live life day by day, meme by meme, and it was a picture of him. He would just look so happy, he was smiling. I'm sure you've seen it. It was like, any day can be a half day if you make it, or something like that. Or yeah, if you just leave early. It just made me laugh, and he just looked so happy. It was people of the internet. They put that together
hopefully
really fast.
mentally he's okay.
I hope so. Probably not. Yeah, he'll probably-
CTE can do
I
some
know.
damage.
I
so-
hope that's not what it is. I
Yeah.
hope it was just him saying like, "Screw it."
Well, he's at the end of his career. He's
Yeah.
made millions.
And how old is he?
I can't remember,
Sad. Probably my age. Probably younger than me.
but isn't that the scariest thing in
Yeah.
the world when you see these athletes getting like multi-million-dollar deals, and you're
Yeah.
like, you're 8 years younger than me. What
Yeah.
are you doing?
We'll talk about that. It's happening sooner and sooner with all this NIL stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could have a brand new podcast about just that. Cause
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway.
On that note,
On that note, John, I want to learn more about you, and I
Okay.
want everyone listening to learn more about you. I know, like you said, you were the sports director. People have seen you in that certain role, but who are you?
well, I'm a dad of 2 beautiful daughters, 3-year-old and 1-year-old, Marta and Eliana, and then husband to my wonderful wife, Jenna, who's just been an absolute trooper since the day we met. And that's a long backstory there. We won't dive too deep
Okay,
into.
I was just going to ask, where'd you meet?
Well, we met in college. All right. So I went to the University of North Dakota, went to school to be a pilot.
Right on. We talked about that. You
Yeah.
have a very pilot vibe.
Yeah. Like Catch Me If You Can, Leo DiCaprio vibe, maybe.
Well, like especially you have the headphones on now. I could if I just went like this, I'm like, yeah, he's flying an
I just need the
airplane.
mic here, and we're
Yeah.
golden, you know.
Mhm.
So
Ground
uh,
control.
yeah, this is your captain speaking. We are going to cruise at 38,000 feet. We'll be in Denver at roughly 1:00 this afternoon. Enjoy your flight.
That was really good. That was
Anyway,
really good.
yeah. So I mean, the pilot thing. I've got my private pilot's license. Went through all that. But we met in school. The first day I met her, I said to my buddy, "I'm going to date her."
Aw.
And walked up, said hello to her in the auditorium, proceeded to get hypnotized.
What?
Yeah, we had a hypnotist at our welcome weekend. She was a freshman, I was a sophomore. And one thing led to another where basically the men were hypnotized into beauty pageant queens. And I grew a large chest. And the hypnotist walks up and says, "What are you holding?" And I go, "Jenna 1 and Jenna 2.
Oh my God.
Like, my wife apparently sunk down into her seat. So we have it on video. She found it for our wedding weekend, actually.
That is incredible.
So maybe we'll break it out at Bing Bang one of these days.
I think that you should.
Yeah.
I think that you should.
So that's where we met. North Dakota, worked in Bismarck for a couple of years, and then ended up back here in Des Moines. I'm from here originally. And Dad still works in radio. Maxwell, for those that know, I'm Maxwell's son, as many refer to me as.
I think during your interview, I was like, "What?" I stopped the interview because I thought that was so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's
Can you
kind
get
of,
me his autograph?
I can probably get him in here.
Okay. Yes.
And you can meet him.
Okay.
Maybe
yes.
he'll have you on WHO one of these days.
Oh no! Having him sit here would be very intimidating because you aren't doing that right. Like, yes, you're correct.
Yeah, no, he's a fun guy. He's kind of been my guide for a lot of this media stuff.
Yeah.
And then my folks still live in town. Just moved to a new house in Ankeny, sold our childhood home. just
Oh,
crushed me.
How was that?
It was weird to walk into that place empty.
Yeah.
It feels so big and so small at the same time, but it was bizarre. No, they've got a beautiful home now in Ankeny.
Yeah.
My brother lives
Closer
up there
to
too.
you, then?
Yeah,
Good.
like by 4 minutes.
Oh, so nice.
So, yeah.
Oh, it's just closer by 4 minutes?
Yeah,
Oh.
like 7 minutes to their new house. It was 11 to their old house.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah, so not
Maybe
terrible.
they shouldn't have sold it. I'm just kidding.
You know,
I'm just starting family drama here because it's
let's not open that can of worms.
we won't.
Yeah. So my mom's a playwright. Actually, she writes
Wow.
plays.
What?
Yeah. We'll have more on that later on, I'm sure, but I'll tell you all about that.
Well,
She wrote a play called Girls Weekend.
Okay.
It's hit like over a dozen theaters across like the country. It's even been in
Wow.
Canada.
Wow.
So
The land
fun
of my
stuff.
people.
Yeah, those don't you knows.
Oh, I love them.
So yeah, and then my brother lives up in Ankeny too with his wife and their couple dogs, and family's pretty close for us.
That is really, really nice. Family. Big family guy over here.
Big family guy or Family Guy show?
I'm a big family guy, and I'm a big family guy.
Okay,
So,
gotcha.
Yeah, you get it. Like we track.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, we are also in the process of getting closer to our family too, and I just cannot wait. Part of my family to my family, so I can't wait to have that too and be 4 minutes from my parents, and this is gonna be so nice.
Yeah,
So,
it's fun. So.
Cool. Well, yeah, we are going to talk more about that because I do want to know. You landed here at Bing Bang,
Mhm.
and we tell stories. It's what we do. How I have like 16 questions that are going to go into this one question.
No, you're good.
Have you always been drawn to like telling stories and creating visions, and how did that start and how
Yeah.
did that develop?
It started back in college. So
Yeah.
when I decided to change majors to communications journalism, I was just like, oh man, can I go into radio? Dad's like, no, you're coming home. And I'm like, no, I like college too much. And I'm like, what about TV? And sports have always been my go-to. Like I grew up an athlete, tried every sport out there if I
Yep.
could. And then as I got into Studio One, which was our school station, I just kind of learned, they gave me the roots of everything, of taking people where they can't necessarily go, finding the story behind everything. Highlights are great, but like if you can connect people to people they may not ever
Right.
meet, that's where I take a lot of pride in.
Yeah.
And so that really set that in motion for me, and that's what I've been working on ever since. And it's always adjusting and growing and fine tuning, and that's what I love about this opportunity. Is it's just like another way to tell stories of people that, I mean, who else can meet these folks? Like
Yeah.
going down to Vermeer yesterday was like kid in a candy store almost, because you're seeing welder. Like, I'm sorry, I've never worked with a welder before. And so I'm watching these people go to work and just hammer out their daily jobs. And it's, there's a story behind every corner if you really look
Yes.
around for it. And so I enjoy that aspect, and I'm really excited to get on board with it and just kind of expand what I do here.
Yes, yes. I know you have all kinds of big ideas. You even have an idea for a podcast of your own, which we won't spill the beans on yet.
No,
I
and
can't wait.
it might involve the guy behind a
Yeah.
camera.
Oh, he hates to be on camera. He hates to be in front
I
of a
haven't
microphone.
I think I told you this idea before I've ever presented it to Sam.
We won't even talk about it. We're just
Yeah.
gonna be a little tease. Yeah, but right, he's not the right guy.
No,
he's
definitely
so
not.
shy.
Yeah,
and,
look at him. No
like, he
outgoingness
just-
whatsoever.
Sam.
He doesn't talk. He's a behind the camera
He
guy.
is. Oh, Sam. Okay, but now that we're done,
Sounds like he's a pet in the office here.
yeah, he is. He's so cute. Okay, I'm done talking shit to Sam. What else? Like, what
Love
else
it.
are you excited
Oh, man.
about? Just being here. I mean,
Yeah.
we are thrilled to have you.
Oh, it's so weird. Like I said, my first day in here, I walk in and it's 8:45 in the morning, and usually I'm getting the girls to school, going to the gym, that kind of stuff. My day was always 2 to 11, and so now
Yeah.
I'm learning the office hours. I had to text our boss and say, "Hey, what time does my day start, and what do I wear?" Like, and
That's true.
it varies. It can vary any day, and I love.
Well, no, these still are kind of like chino pants.
Yeah,
Where's the denim? John?
I'm not a denim guy.
No?
No. I've got a couple denim pants,
Yeah.
but like Gap hooked me up with some sweet color khakis that just comfort. And
That's right.
it's my look,
As
man.
long as they're comfortable.
You own your look. I mean, you've
Own
got
it.
your look. You own it.
yeah.
Sam's got his look. He owns it.
He does own it.
So I mean, it's just one of those situations where I for me, it's a totally new work environment. Like walking into a place where you've got an open floor concept,
Yeah.
I can, walk around and work wherever I want to go. And then on top of that, just a smaller group. You know, I think it's 12 employees here or something like that, whereas we had 20 some. So, you know, just in the newsroom alone. So it's been a really cool adjustment and kind of seeing this side of the world. And my wife works in marketing too. And so like I've seen that side of things with where she's at. And, you know, I brought her in briefly because I left my wallet in the rental car on Sunday. She came in on Monday and met Lori and Aaron. And then she bolted. And I was like, you know, I get home that night. She's like, I'm really jealous of you. I don't want to talk about it.
Tell Jenna she needs to come back.
I told her she needs to come back. She will be back plenty. So we'll get her back in here. But yeah, I just had to laugh because, like, you know, you envision yourself doing one thing for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I love TV and I love doing the sports stuff and the connections I made. But, you know, sometimes things change, priorities change, and 2 kids definitely does that for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, my 2 daughters growing up pretty quick on me, and I'm just like, I want to be home at night. Like that's the one thing I've loved this week is being home for dinner every night.
Yeah,
can help with dinner, can help with dishes, can put them to bed, all that stuff. And like to me, that's the biggest priority for me right now.
that has to feel it has to be surreal. Like,
Yeah,
it just probably has to feel like temporary almost.
Yeah, Marta keeps telling her teachers, "Oh, Daddy's on vacation."
Oh,
because she just doesn't understand what's really going on right now, and so but she loves it. You know, it's nice to be up with them in the morning and getting them ready for school and helping in that aspect. 5:45 is a weird alarm to have to me. I know you probably wake up earlier, but man, 5:45 a.m. is so strange. Do you
set your alarm at 5:45 or do they wake up at 5:45?
I set it at 5:45. So usually the girls are up at 6:15, 6:30.
Yeah.
So that gives me like the 20 minutes I need to get ready. And then, or Jenna starts getting them ready usually. Eliana decided to wake up at 5:15 this morning.
Hey.
And my wife took her, so.
Yeah, she and Cash are on the same page then because he woke up early and
What is sleep?
What
is sleep?
Sleep is a concept.
Yeah. I still use my makeup to hide the bags under my eyes.
Do you?
Occasionally, yes.
Well, I put on the makeup this morning. With one, I knew I was going to be on camera, but then two, I went in and I looked, I was like, I must have been... like the whole hair situation, I must have been distracted, but I also must have been distracted. I was putting a lot on. I was just tired. The kids weren't sleeping. Makeup, the power of makeup, though. I'm glad
does wonders. Does wonders. Man, I still have the accents and, buddy, I've got the liquid powders.
Oof, buddy.
I mean, they set me up and I didn't use them much there. I just stuck to foundation mostly.
There you go.
Yeah, the secrets of TV.
Find
it all
yourself
differs.
A good foundation. You're set.
Yes.
That's like half of, that's the second part of your
key.
life can begin when you find your foundation.
The struggle most people don't know about.
Nope. Sam, what do you have to say about that? Do you know about the struggle of foundation? I didn't think so.
No? Maybe we can take you over to my makeup spot and we can hook you up.
What brand do you use?
I go to Merle Norman.
Okay.
Like, and you want to see awkward exchanges. Walk into a Merle Norman as a man without your wife present. And, you know, it's not abnormal by any means, but at the same time, they're like, so who are you picking up for?
Myself.
Or it's, what do you need today? Yeah, I need, what is it? Golden honey, whatever foundation. Oh, is this for your wife? And I go, nope, this is for me.
It's for me and my special undertones.
Oh, yes, exactly. Oh, well, are you in the system? Yeah, I've been here before.
Good for you.
Yes.
Own that.
Yeah.
Own that. I bet it's unexpected. You have the TV voice, which I do want to address that. Now, is this the real Jon?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it is.
Or
I mean,
is
I
it?
can dress it up a little bit and really talk.
Well, we
like
have
this,
done a little like
Captain
accent
Flight.
time. Yes.
Then
Know
there's the
where
PA
your accents are.
guy, you know.
Yeah.
Welcome into Bing Bang.
Oh shit! You're gonna have to record our new voicemail box.
I'm also big into like the Monday Monster Truck Rally.
Oh my god. We have
Yeah, so we can do some voiceover stuff.
We have Shelby over there, our social media guru. I know the wheels are just turning hearing this.
That or she's like, who the hell did we hire and what are we doing? So,
man.
In a world, you know, you can do the new movie, In a World, where Sam Lazada just watched Encanto and cried like a baby.
I have to be honest with you both. I was listening to the soundtrack in my office moments before I came out here. So if I do seem a little emotional or...
Haven't watched it yet. Is it good?
You have to watch it.
Marta's hooked on Luca right now. Like, we've been
Luca's
hooked on
good.
Luca for a while. That one makes me tear up at the end.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When
Yeah.
Alberto and
Yeah.
yeah, when they
Sends
have
Luca goodbye. Yeah, and he's running after the train, and
yeah, it's
yeah.
very sweet.
And Marta's like, why is Luca sad? Oh, if only you knew.
I know. It's like
So,
you'll learn babe.
Someday,
You'll
hard
learn.
lessons.
And I don't want you to have to learn until you have to learn, but
The world ahead is a dangerous place.
it is. But you know
Scary.
what? It's just gonna get better. We can make it better. We're gonna make it
Yes,
better.
absolutely.
Okay. All right. Do you want to do a little rapid fire?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to, we want everyone listening. We want everyone here. We just want to get to know you a little bit better. So
Okay.
I guarantee these will
Hopefully,
help.
I've done enough to at least give you some background. No,
Don't
okay.
If you still feel like a stranger to me.
Oh, great.
I'm just kidding.
Well, good thing we have the office party tonight.
Hell yeah, we're going to get crazy. We've got vegan leather pants. We've got all kinds
I don't
of-
know who's wearing vegan leather pants,
Me
but
neither. Who would?
uh,
All right. Well, I was on the topic. What is your favorite Disney movie?
ooh, that's a great question. Oh, Mighty Ducks, hands down.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm a hockey guy. Like I grew up playing hockey.
Really?
Yeah, so I play men's league hockey still, but like Mighty Ducks for me growing up was like one of those that was up there. Otherwise, like if we're going animated, Toy Story or Lion King are probably 1A, 1B.
Talk about good Toy Story specifically. Good storytelling because, Toy Story 1, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2, okay. 3, that one was a little scary.
It got dark.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was talking to us,
Mhm.
the kids that were once kids when we watched it,
Yep.
but now we're adults, so they thought we could handle that. I personally couldn't handle that. That was too much for
Yeah,
me.
that was emotional.
And then the fourth one, oh my God, it's just they did a good job of telling that whole story.
Yeah.
And they told us some things like we didn't really want to hear.
Yeah.
Like what Bo Peep was up to. She got into some shady stuff.
I mean,
it's
it
real
happens to the
life.
best of people.
It does,
you know?
but I think she worked her way out of it, and her and Woody they reconnected, which
Yeah.
we stand. I don't think you're supposed to say that any stand. We stand. Shelby gave me the heads up. We are fine.
We're safe.
I couldn't do this without my team.
She's got all of her people behind her.
Thank God.
I want to know where my people are.
Your people are also my people.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, yeah, we
I was
share
going to
this.
say, like,
And-
where's
and-
Leah to back me up here?
Leah will back you up. And, I am also Shelby's person sometimes. I can be cool.
Sam's just the ultimate hype man.
Sam
then.
is the ultimate hype man. We need to get him a T-shirt or
Like, we need to have him just run in here one day with a WWE tear apart and just, like, video him. And it says Bing Bang. He just rips it open and throws down. I think that needs to happen.
Okay, we will make that happen. I'll
Deal.
make a note of it. Deal. All right. Who's your favorite athlete?
Oh, buddy. There's way too many favorite athletes out there.
But you're in sports.
I'm a Scott. So this is a name, Scott Stevens.
No, don't know who that
Alrighty,
is.
so he's a former defenseman for the New Jersey Devils.
Okay.
Like, go look up his hit reel on
Okay.
YouTube after this, or right now if you're listening.
I will do that.
Dude, like, he just was a mean guy on the ice, and like, I appreciate. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. I need to work around that a little bit.
First date etiquette. First
I
date.
know, and then I'm dropping my phone. I'm just a mess. Anyway, so she's like, golly, if only it was that easy. But yeah, no, Scott Stevens was one of those guys I liked to watch play hockey. He hit people really hard. He was fearless, kind of that antagonist on the ice you look for a little bit. And so, I just envied the way he was able to play the game of hockey. And so that was probably why I was a big fan of his, even though I'm a Flyers fan. You can't really be a fan of the Devils. So
You did it. You defied all odds.
defied all the odds.
Good
Yeah.
job, John.
Yep.
Who's the most famous person you've ever met?
Will Ferrell.
You met Will Ferrell?
I've sat next to Will Ferrell and
Oh.
anchored my sportscast next to him.
Oh yeah.
So
Let's
this
talk
happened in
about that.
Bismarck. So when I was working in Bismarck, Anchorman 2 was doing some promotional stuff, and there's a giant backstory as to why he called our station. But basically, our competitor had an anchor swear on air, get fired, and went viral for it.
Okay, that is what I'm going to look up on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not going to name drop, but I'll tell you
ahead.
after this.
Okay.
And so the rumor is that Anchorman 2's like marketing team called both of our stations, and our competitor was like, "No, we don't need any press. This could all be false. I don't know." But they called ours, and we were locally owned, and they're like, "Yeah, absolutely." So
Sure thing.
like the Saturday after Thanksgiving, I want to say. Will Ferrell flew in on his Paramount private jet, came into our station, was dressed full on Ron Burgundy, and next thing you know, we're doing a newscast with Ron Burgundy.
Was it everything?
Oh, it was the highlight of my career probably, and like I've done some really cool things, but I mean, you sit down with him and he's just like he puts himself into character. And our our weekend anchor Amber Schatz at the time was a giant Anchorman fan, like diehard.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and so like she gets to the intro, "Good evening and welcome to KX News. I'm Amber Schatz," and then he goes, "And I'm Ron Burgundy,"
Oh
and
my
she just lost it. Okay, like completely could not keep it together. Good thing it was a dry run rehearsal because it would have been that way the whole time. And so you know, and Bismarck News is small enough news where like you don't have murders and homicides. Like the hardest news item he read was a garbage truck caught on fire and had to dump its load in the Sam's Club. And it sounds really weird.
It does.
And so, I mean, the highlights from that are hilarious. But yeah, and so like between the dry take and then the real take, he was just chilling at the desk and no one was really talking to him. And so I walked up and I sat down next to him. I was just like, "So you want to talk football?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So we talked like USC football and some stuff for like 10 minutes. And it was just the most fascinating thing to me to see Will Ferrell, who, you know, Old School, all those movies and, you know, Step Brothers, all that stuff. Like for him to just be sitting there next to me and just chatting him up a little bit. And then he goes back into character and does the whole newscast, and the most awkward ending to a newscast I've ever seen. He touched my shoulder at one point, like rubs my shoulder mid like on camera lead.
That's a dream.
Oh man, it was crazy. So he was super nice. You know, it was definitely like one of those where
Good. They say never meet your heroes because you know it's maybe not going to be.
He was awesome.
So good. That makes me so happy. He's brilliant.
He's a genius, and the fact he's able to do what he does, like his sketch is awesome, and I mean he is literally like one of those comedians you just appreciate watching all the time. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and get giddy thinking about it a little bit.
That's exciting. That makes me. I didn't know that. That's just a random question. That makes me happy. All right. Are you an early bird or a night owl? We kind of touched on this.
I mean, I was a night owl.
Yeah.
I'm slowly going to probably become an early bird here with these hours. But yeah, no, I enjoy being up at night. Like to me, all the fun sports happen in the evenings, watching that stuff. It's a nighttime thing. Not a lot goes on in the morning other than like getting ready for your day, maybe a gym sesh. But other than that, like
Jim, don't know him.
Yeah, no. I mean, I try to do those over lunch hour now. So
yeah, where do you go? Are you gonna go over here to Sisu?
No, you know this backstory, don't you?
No.
Lori's husband and I have played pickup basketball against each
I do.
other.
Yes,
So
I do.
what used to be Aspen is now Genesis over on Hickman, and so like we that was the weirdest thing ever when she emailed me for my interview. She's like, "Hey, so you play basketball with my husband?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." He embarrasses me out there. So
because we're living in a simulation, so we're all connected. Do you believe that?
if we're going down deep dark rabbit holes, I have not seen the latest Matrix, so I don't know what to believe.
All right, I did watch it.
Okay, was it good? Meh.
It was like they okay. I don't know how to approach this. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
And so I don't necessarily know if, since I enjoyed it, like there are diehard Matrix fans out there. That means they probably wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Because I was able to keep up with it because I think I got like really into the first Matrix when I watched it late at night one time when I was young. And so I really enjoyed it and I was able to follow along and there was enough like fluff and storyline and like the ending. I was like, yeah, I felt, happy. So I'm like, if I liked this, I can almost guarantee that like a diehard would be like, what the hell was that?
Right.
Who Disney produced this?
I mean, we're not living in a simulation. I hate to break it to you. Des Moines is just still a giant small town.
Right.
Let's call it that. I just had this conversation with Lori, so we're calling it that.
About the simulation or about Des Moines?
About Des Moines.
Yeah. I don't know.
Does she believe it's a simulation?
No,
I need to go back and
of course
listen to her
doesn't.
podcast.
She's such a no. She doesn't. She's.
I mean, you've talked about aliens on this show. You've talked about like third world universes.
You don't believe in aliens?
I do believe in aliens to an extent. I don't know.
To an extent, it's either yes or no.
Depends on what you define as life.
Oh,
Let's go down this deep, dark
I know.
wormhole right now.
This
Interstellar is the key to all secrets in the world.
I love that movie.
The soundtrack is intense.
Not as good as Encanto's soundtrack, but okay.
We're talking Hans Zimmer versus Lin-Manuel Miranda. I don't think to be honest, they're in
Brilliance
their own
is brilliance. Right.
they're in their own categories, and they
Oranges to
both own their own
apples.
categories.
Yeah.
Imagine if we could combine the two.
We couldn't handle it. The human
it'd
brain
blow up
just
the
simply
world.
couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm getting pissed. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Inside Out, we can talk about that.
I didn't watch that because sad. Did you? Someone told me.
Does sadness own your Oh wait, you've never actually seen Inside Out?
No, because someone told me like there's a scene that you may not recover from, and I was like, I don't need that for myself right now.
No, it's a good movie.
All right.
It's legit.
Is that one scene like super sad?
What one scene are we talking about?
Bing Bong or?
Oh, yeah. I mean, what Disney movie, Pixar movie isn't sad?
I'm still getting over Lion King. So, how do you like your steak, John?
Medium rare. If
Yeah.
it is anything beyond medium, like, honey, I love you. If it's anything beyond medium, though, I can't eat it.
What?
Yeah. Like, all right, fine. I'll eat a well-done steak, but I'm going to chew on it for 8 hours. So
True. That's true. Okay. What's your least favorite word?
moist. I don't know anybody that likes the word moist.
I'm indifferent on that word.
Okay. Moist is a terrible word.
I don't like garnish.
Why don't you like garnish?
Because
Garnishes.
just the way your mouth, not yours, my mouth looks when I say it. Garnish.
I also don't like the word rhythm because it doesn't have a true like vowel in it. Y isn't a vowel to me. Y doesn't exist.
Oh my God. What's your favorite show to binge?
The Office. I'm a giant Office. I haven't been able to because they took it off Netflix. Netflix, get it back.
Peacock.
It's on Peacock. I'm not paying for Peacock.
I'm not paying for Peacock.
Peacock.
Peacock. Simply not doing it.
No. Otherwise, big on Ted Lasso. Like the first 2 seasons
yeah.
have just been epic. Tried to get into Game of Thrones, couldn't do it.
Really?
I got into like season 1.5, and it was just like it's the same recipe every day. I feel like it's like
Did you get to the Red Wedding?
Yeah, that was something.
Talk about things I haven't fully recovered from.
I mean, there's just blood everywhere.
Everywhere. And
Like throats could never be more severed.
here's 2 things on TV I don't ever want to see. Because you asked.
Yes, please.
A throat being slit
Yeah.
and a broken leg. Like someone falls, has a great fall, and
Yeah.
the leg is the foot's facing the wrong direction. Now
Yeah.
that show has plenty
Everything.
of both those things.
Everything. I can't do knee injuries. Like when I'm watching sporting events, if I see a guy's knee go, like I will walk out of the room.
What about the guy whose
Leg wrapped around his other leg? Yeah.
the shin bone came out the
Yeah.
front?
There's that.
I don't know why I brought that up. I'm getting like,
I watched it once. I said, I can see marrow. I'm done.
I watched it live, and my grandpa was just sitting in his chair. We have Sunday dinner with my
Yeah.
grandparents, and he was just like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, no.
Yikes. Yeah, yuck. Okay, so
Let's
you
shake
like
that one out. Yeah.
Ted Lasso and The Office. I just started Queer Eye 2 nights
Okay.
ago on Netflix, and I mean, it's so touching that
Okay.
I would recommend that to anybody. I've
Stranger
never watched-
Things. Do you like Stranger
I
Things?
love Stranger
man.
Things.
You want to talk about aliens?
Yeah,
Let's talk about aliens.
I love it. That's really good.
I'm excited for the
storytelling,
next
too.
season,
Me
too.
too. When
It's
2022.
it's coming out.
Finally
They've
here.
got a couple trailers out for
I
it.
know. It
So.
seems kind of. The trailer gave me very American Horror Story vibes. Did
Oh.
you ever watch that?
I saw a couple of episodes. It's different.
It's dark.
Yeah.
I had to stop watching that too. Look at me just getting.
You're a
rid of the
murder.
obvious.
You're like one of those murder podcast folks, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I've followed your stories enough on social media to know that.
I'm not on social media. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you don't know what that is. Only Shelby does your social
Oh,
media
here,
for
yeah.
you.
How do you get over 3 million views on Twitter?
Show Matt Campbell crying.
Yeah.
I mean, that did it for me. Is that what you're referencing, or is that a legit question?
It wasn't, but I just put it in there.
Shout out Matt Campbell. No, senior day. I mean, I tweeted out a video of him like hugging all of his seniors, and it got 2.5 million views.
Well, Well, I mean, it says a lot about him. That he's not just a coach; like he's a person. That
Yeah.
was really cool.
No, I know. And it was one of those things like you can show those guys walking out and stuff, but I've worked around Matt Campbell enough to know like
You guys
he gets
buzz.
emotional on senior day.
Yeah.
Um,
When does he squeeze his hat? He bends his hat.
it's pretty bent up.
Oh,
he
yeah.
he does it the right way. I'm not a flat bill guy. Like flat bills just aren't my look.
No.
So I'm team Matt Campbell when it comes to bills. Hey, good bend there, Sam.
Nice bend, Sam.
It's not overdone either. It's like you wrapped it around a baseball glove for a day or something.
Like the curve of your hat.
Yes.
Very nice.
So no, I mean to go viral otherwise, I don't know how. Like there's nothing I can do that would go viral enough. And I mean there are certainly things I could have done, but none that I want to be known for.
Do them now. No, no, do 'em. Yeah, I know. I was really holding off on TikTok. I finally
Yeah.
downloaded it, and I've been, watching some stuff.
Mhm.
Do you have TikTok?
I know.
The people that exist in this
World.
Now, I know we talked about the simulation and aliens and all that, but there are people out there that believe mermaids exist, that believe Beyonce is Satan, is devil.
How can Beyonce be Satan?
I mean, if you watch her music videos, you'll see that she clearly, obviously is.
Yeah. Those are videos your boys will never watch, right?
Absolutely. No, of course not. No, they'll also never read Harry Potter. I'm just kidding. They will. But there's just...
Yeah.
then the
There's
shit
some
goes
weird stuff
viral.
out there, man.
Yeah.
Like Kyrie Irving was a flat earther forever and still probably is, I think.
That's real, though. He really thinks that. Well, I also think these people believe in mermaids and things.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, mermaids are real.
up where they walk. Up where they...
I was more on the lines of Peter Pan / Hook, but
Oh, those... Are they even...
there are
considered
mermaids in Hook, remember?
But were they like sirens? Or
They
were
were
they
legit mermaids.
I did. They were kind of mean, weren't they? Weren't they mean?
No,
to
they
Wendy?
helped Robin Williams live
Oh,
underwater.
sorry. I am thinking of Peter Pan, and
Yes.
they're mean to Wendy.
They
They
were-
start pulling at her.
Well, yeah, they were jealous.
Mermaids are bitches.
Speaking of
That's
the podcast, I mean, mermaids are jealous things.
jerks. They
Yes.
are. We should get one on here.
Go for it. You're going to find plenty in Iowa,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
If you had to change your name, John, what would you change it to?
Gosh. I don't think I'd change it. I think I'm a pretty good representative of the Jonathans of the world.
Yeah. And also, do you go by Jonathan or do you go by John?
It's interchangeable.
Really?
Yeah. Most like friends call me John.
Okay.
Professionals call me Jonathan. Like
Well.
Mackenzie's neither right now. I'm just kidding.
Kill shot.
Got her. No, Jonathan. Like, I mean, I don't know. Jonathan just sounds like so formal. John's like, hey, John, how's it going?
What's up, John?
Yeah.
What's up, Jay?
You know, I just, as long as I'm not standing by a Kaibo, we're good.
All right. All right. All right. Good one. What are you going to do in 2022? What are you going to do?
Ooh, buddy, I'm going to just explore this whole new, like, life that's ahead of all this, like, the giant career change, try and get healthy. I think that's the big thing. A lot of people after COVID are,
Yeah.
not that COVID's over by any means, but, you know, trying to come out of
Yeah.
this time where things are again normal. I mean, health is going to be a big thing. This job's going to allow me to do that a little bit more, but, you know, putting family first, enjoying that time with the girls and just embracing them growing up more. Cause I mean, I was talking to my wife the other day. It's like Marta starts kindergarten in a year and a half. And that
Yeah.
is like scary.
Does that make you cry?
No, it doesn't make me cry.
Oh.
It scares me crapless though.
What two pieces of advice, John or Jonathan, do you want to leave
Yeah.
your listeners with?
I mean, so I've been reading, I started reading a little bit more last year and I've been
Nice.
getting into Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights.
Yes.
And
so
I'm
good.
like, I'm through the part where he went to Australia, right?
Oh, that was the most
Epic.
bizarre experience.
So weird, right?
What were their last names?
I can't remember.
Oh gosh.
They were a forgettable family,
Oh.
but they weren't. But no, one of the things I've taken away from that book is just kind of look for those moments in life where like you kind of have to attack things fearlessly
Mhm.
and just like read the green light. You know,
Yeah.
there's a green light in front of you, take it. You know, don't proceed with caution, don't stop yourself and
Mhm.
just kind of go after it. And so that's kind of what I've done right now and that's something that's kind of freed my mind a little bit. And so going after it and then two, just, you know, take time with family because I think again COVID's kind of taught us you just don't know when things are going to hit. And, so enjoy family and embrace those small moments. Yeah, parenting's tough. My wife's a saint for all the stuff she's handled. And so, yeah, I'm excited to maybe have a little bit more hand in the evenings. So
It's fun. Bath time rocks.
yeah.
Especially if you get a good bath time playlist going.
Oh, man.
Just makes things so much.
We sing a lot. Like I like singing. I was a show choir kid growing up. And
Yeah?
so yeah, we'll throw on some let's see. We throw on a lot of Disney music. We throw on a lot of Hamilton. There's another play actually coming to the Civic Center later this year. It's called Hadestown, and the soundtrack for it is
Did your mom write it?
no. She wrote. I will say this. She does have another play coming to one of the local theaters.
Can we talk about
It's
it?
called Girls Weekend 2.
Girls
it's
Weekend 2.
It's a sequel
I,
to Girls Weekend 1. And
Oh.
you'd actually enjoy it.
I
There's
bet
a
I would
lot of
love it.
wine consumption in these.
what is your,
like-
what you're saying?
And so, and then her and my brother are working on a couple things too. Like they wrote
Cool.
I can't say everything, but they have like a murder mystery, something like that. So
Amazing.
it's
you
all
just
in the
come
works.
from a creative family. That is very, very cool. I hope I get to meet all of them.
Yeah, my brother works across the street of VisiPay, so we
Right.
can go visit him anytime.
Yeah. Okay, that we have visitor passes
Do we?
for him.
Do we?
I'm
Okay,
asking.
this place needs visitor passes.
No.
I mean, we're 2 floors of just pure gold.
We are. They are.
We are.
Oh well, yeah.
We have a second floor somewhere in here, right?
Oh yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah. We do.
Some balcony we can
It's
just
the
hang out
secret-
on.
The secret second floor.
Deal.
Yeah.
Sam's like, shh, don't tell everybody our secrets.
True. All right, Jon.
Secrets.
The secrets. The jealous. We are really happy to have you as a part of our team. So
Excited to
welcome.
be here. Hopefully, I didn't botch the podcast today.
You did it, and
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to. You probably didn't get my company-wide email, but Jealous 2022 is going to be off the chain.
Don't date yourself at all, Mackenzie. Off the
off-
chain was popular when you were in what, 7th grade?
Off the hook. It's going to be what's up.
What's up?
And it is. So I can't wait to see who you bring in here as guests. It's going to be cool.
Wait,
can't
I
wait
get to bring guests in?
Everyone gets to bring guests.
Okay. I'm excited to bring
Someone
in
didn't
guests.
read the handbook, but that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, Lori needs to go over some of that stuff.
She
With me.
does. So, yes, we can't wait to just dive into everything that's great and good and wonderful. So, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And
Let's go kill it.
let's go kill it. And before all this is said and done, you will believe that we're living in a simulation if I have anything to say about it.
Deal.
Just kidding. That's me talking to God. It's like, I'm just joking.
Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. All right. Thanks, Jon.
Thanks.
Bye.